Welcome to the channel A31 Avo. Today we're doing live cyan grafting demonstration. This is as per a viewer's request. And then there's these 3 trees that I need to graft into, and they're also gonna be available for free. So if anybody is interested, let me know. I would like it to go Salinas, Watsonville, Santa Cruz. Santa Cruz, check it out. This is a Lapins cherry. Let me pull the tags. Lapins cherry, check it out. The angle on these are all wrong. They're less than 30% from the upright trunk. It would have need to have been this angle right here, at least 45. But if it's too upright when it finally is loaded, it runs the risk of snapping. You can kind of open it up and train it, but you could reset. Whoever wants to, let me know. You want to do the training, or I could just set it back knee high and start all over. That's going to be the Lapins cherry. I did successfully graft into a cherry tree this year. However, that was against the internet's suggestions. They said that stone fruit does not, specifically pluots and apiums, do not graft into cherries. However, they did take, but I don't know if they'll ever perform. But it was a big tree. It was definitely a big tree, so it had a lot of vigor. That's the Lapins cherry. If anyone's interested, let me know. Comment down below. Live chat. Thank you for the 3 people tuned in. So that's the Lapins cherry. The only thing that they have kind of going against them, which is nothing, is that shot hole fungus. Shot hole fungus. So that's going to be horticultural oil, and boom, it's done. So last year, all my pluots and apiums had shot hole fungus, and even scale. But I sprayed the liquid cop in combination with the horticultural oil, and my pluots and apiums are free of the shot hole fungus and scale. So yeah, once again, that's the Lapins cherry. And then what we're grafting into are going to be these 2 Santa Rosas. And then we're going to prune them too. We're going to shape prune them. They're all, once again, all wrong. The angle. Check out the angle right there. From the main trunk to the lateral branching. This angle right here. It's too upright. Can you bend it and open it? Maybe, but it's still too narrow. All right. Sorry, excuse me, had to go chase this. So what are we grafting into the Santa Rosa plum? One of my favorites, Emerald Drop Pluot. Because if you look at here, what's listed as a pollinator, it actually doesn't even say. But Santa Rosa plum is a pollinator. And that's one. And that's another one. Again, shot hole fungus. But that actually doesn't even affect production. It might look ugly. There's holes in your leaves, but it doesn't even affect production. So we're going to go ahead and shape these and graft into them. The Emerald Drop. some budwood right here. So they're active. Growth is active. You see there's a lot of leaves. Some say that it could come back as much as 50%. Summer pruning is size control. Summer pruning is size control. Once again. So it's gonna come back significantly, and then I'm grafting into it. I'm grafting into it, and they're gonna be available again. I do scavenger hunts. I just stash these normally throughout like city signs, like welcome Salinas, welcome Watsonville, welcome Santa Cruz. I like to kind of stash them around those kinds of signs. But if you want me to pull up directly to like the intersection of your home, I'll deliver. Just comment down below. And if you're not in Watsonville, Santa Cruz, or Salinas, still let me know, because I'll put you on the wait list. Like if nobody here in the 831 claims them, I'll shoot it out. 408, 510. San Francisco is probably as far as I'll go. San Francisco and Oakland. But let me know. You're gonna have to like treat me lunch or something. Nah, just messing. Okay, once again, let's go. Let's get real quick. So that right here, a shoot way too low. Bam. At the collar, delete. This one right here, bad on a bad angle, delete. It almost hurts, right? Because it's a pretty thick caliber. It's a pretty thick caliber, but it has to go. And then check it out. It's holding fruit. It's holding fruit. So all of these angles are kind of bad. Honestly. Look at this. Like, you can maybe work that, but we're just gonna graft into right here. Apical dominance. I actually want to come in lower, but I want to leave a Santa Rosa branch. So here we go. We're gonna go here. So this one to upright, parallel, almost parallel to the main trunk. It's hard to get in there. Cut that. And then this right here. This is gonna be my graft point. And then this one, I'm gonna point this one in this direction to somewhat shape it or train it. Pull this direction, and then that one should go in that direction. So it only has 3. And remember, I like to keep 4, 1 for each cardinal point. So this one we're training in this direction, so we're leaving it on a branch coming towards me. It could be this one, but this one looks weak. It looks like it's about to break. It's yellow. It could be that it's a new flush, but still I'm gonna go with this one. It's darker, it's deeper, stronger. So okay, it's gonna come this way, and then this one I wanted to go that, continue to go that way. So I'm coming up on the branch, and this is kind of thin, but let's see what we can. Yeah, and there's really nothing. It would have been this one, but it dried. I'm just gonna, yeah, let's go right here. This one's kind of pointing out, so it'll be at least away from that one. All right, right there. And then the fruit, I almost want to relieve it of its duty. But for right now, we're just gonna leave it. And actually, I am gonna cut it. It's gonna come back down here. These ones are already pushed out. I'm just gonna put some tar right there, and then I'm not even gonna wrap it. But still green. It's gonna go right there. Bink! Again, everything disinfected with alcohol. Preferably a spray bottle, but I'm always breaking them and they're always leaking. So I just sometimes just roll with the bottle. So the Scion, check it out. It has that notch right there. It has that notch, and it's gonna give me that perfect. First, I'm gonna orient it in the way where. So look, so I have this one going that way, this one coming this way, this one going that way. I want one going that way. So I'm gonna orient this graft in that direction. Okay, so I have 1, 2, 3, and again, I always do 4. I always do 4. Open center, north, south, west, east. That's what you want, open center. So we're gonna do this one right here. I'm pointing it in that direction. So in order to do that, I want it to be angled this way. I need it to be angled this way. And so I'm gonna rest. I'm gonna rest the piece of budwood. One thing. If it's angled, it fits better in there. If it's angled, it'll fit better in there, in that little notch. Check it out. It's already kind of pre-angled. And it just kind of tucks in there nicely. And then, bam. That easy. And then I need it to go like that. So I need to do this like this. I need it to be like that, so then I need the angle on this. If I need it to be like this, because it's, so I need the angle on that. And again, it'll work better if it's already angled. Bad cut. Better. So I'm gonna rest it right there. Push up against it. Bam. And it could go like that. But in order to secure it better, I'm gonna do whip and tongue. Whip and tongue. So it goes 1, 2, and so I'm gonna cut right here, starting at the top third and cutting down to like the second third. So 1, and let's go with the thicker part of the blade. 1, 2. So I'm gonna start right there. I'm gonna start right there. Again, 1, first third, second third. I want to cut starting at the top third, going down to the second third. So 1, 2, and I'm right there, and bam, right there. And now you kind of want to point it up a little bit and be very careful. If you're going to cut yourself, it's going to be right here. because it's gonna want to slip. There. Whip and tongue. And then just kick it up. Kick it up so when you slide it, it'll catch. Same thing right here. Now we go to the rootstock. First third, second third, and then I'm starting on top of the top third. There. Pretty much the thickness of the blade. But I'll cut down a little bit more. And then again, try to separate, try to create some separation so it'll catch. And now we place it. Pull back on the rootstock. And there. Right there, close it in. Now, something I'm always mentioning. You could try to line up the cambium layers like that, but if you miss, you're done. You're done. Like, you could have wrapped it, could have been a nice cut. You could have wrapped it nicely. You could have half shaded it. You could have watered it, but it's going to be an instant failure. And so what I always do, I kick it out. Kick it out, and there you see, guaranteed intersection point in the cambium layers. I see master grafters just naturally do it. They don't even talk about it, but that's the secret. I've only ever seen it displayed like in a digital visual, like digital animation visual from the California Citrus Protection Program. They showed it to me. That's where I learned it. Okay. Now it's the Santa Rosa. It's the Santa Rosa, and then I'm grafting onto the Dapple Dandy. You know I'm strong. I'm going with the pluots and the apriums. I'm claiming that pluots and apriums outperform plums and apricots. And I'm not just saying it, I'm going to show you. So now we have 3 options. And I'm going to show you from my most favorite to my least favorite. So number 1, bam, easy, electrical tape. Then it's going to go landscaping tie, because it's stronger. And then my last option would have been flagging tape. Ram, thank you for stopping by. Appreciate the support. I saw that guac gem. Oh, it's talking about gems. I'm showing you 2 gems. 2 gems from 2 local nurseries, and I'll show you what size they're coming in this year. Stay tuned. Again, we're going with electrical tape. So electrical tape. Electrical tape's been working for me all grafting season, and this might be a little too late. It might not even take. Keep up the great work. Thank you, Rem. Bruce, thumbs up. Appreciate it. Never tried electrical tape? It's easy. It's easy. You don't even have to worry about tying. All right, let me bring it in. Again, I'm trying to slightly cheat it. Slightly cheat it. Slightly cheat it. And the reason why I say only slightly cheat it, just to make an intersection point, is because if you overdo it, there's gonna be a lot of dieback. It's gonna start to rot underneath the tape. So I've done it where I just kind of did it extremely, and then it just starts getting all, it bogs, it rots, it starts getting moisture. So only slightly cheat it. There. Bring it out to the edge. So right here, the rootstock is thicker than the scion. So I'm gonna bring it out to this edge and slightly kick it out. There. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Oh man, doesn't even zoom in. You see that right there? It's slightly kicked out, ever so slightly. And there, intersection point happened somewhere, many times over. It could have been 1, 2, 3. Could have happened 3 points of contact. I could, in theory, I have 3 of them right there. So again, now we tie. Now we tie. And this one, because of the angle, is going to be a little tight, but we're going to do it. I normally keep it on the roll, but this time I'm taking it off because of the closeness. First secure it. First secure it. And it's moving, but always correct it. Tight, tight. You think you're pulling tight, pull tighter. Just create that tension, but not too strong. Like, don't rip the tape, obviously. And it's secured, but I'm still moving it. There. A little bit more. And the bottom portion of this, try to press it. And there it is. That's that one. Check it out. So that's now Santa Rosa plum, grafted onto it is the Emerald Drop Pluot. Anybody wants that one, let me know. I'll put it. These were given to me, so I'm only passing them on. So that's one, and now we're gonna go with like a more vigorous one. This one I'll probably go 2 of them. Hold on, let me place the labels back on them. And then the tree wound to seal it. Just grab a little bit. Plums more than peaches. People here are giving up on growing peaches because of the peach leaf curl. And so I'm telling them I'm telling people to not to remove their peach trees or nectarines, and let's just go with the change of canopy. I went 100%. I pitched it to a lot of people. You can look at my shorts, and yeah, I created multi-grafts onto peaches, nectarines, wild rootstocks, apricots, underperforming apricots, and underperforming plums. So yeah, peaches are around here because of the curl. It's getting tough. I'm still with them though. I'm with the mini nectarines, the dwarf ones. All right, so that's that one. Moving on. Again, disinfect from tree to tree. You think, oh, they both have a shot hole, it's the same. Nah. Again, you rather want the spray. So this one right here, on a bad angle, you want to remove it, but then I could also slightly correct the angle with the graft. So we'll see. I might graft onto it. So I'm just gonna prune it for now. And then I'm leaving 4. So count 4. So this one's going over here. This one off of, this is a secondary one. So it's coming off. Secondary, it's coming off. And the angle is not the best, but you could work it. You could work it, so okay. So it could be this one coming in this direction, but yeah, I'm going with this one because at least the angle is correct. This one is stronger, but it's too close. So I have 1, 2, 3, and now I just need one in this direction. And I might leave several. So first, let's just open it. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it on this one. Let's see what this looks like. And then this one on a bad angle, even though it's pretty vigorous. All right, let's see what we have. We have at least 5. 1. Again, I might be tying into that one. So we have 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Delete on overlap and overlap, and this intersecting. Delete. So there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. But I'm grafting onto this one, and then on these ones, I'm gonna go some that are more dormant. These with some moisture in the bag kind of woke up. Again, make the cut. I'm coming off at least one bud. Like I could have gone to this one, but this one seems like it's drying out. So I'm coming back to the shorter one. Still green. Yeah, avocados all the way for sure. Okay, and again, this had an angle so that it'll sit on that cyanon. And then this other one, it has that on there. But it's all right, it's not too deep. So I'm coming one. I burned one bud. Still green. Check that it's still green. And then this one at an angle. So okay, for the one on the bottom, I want this bud pointing out. So the angle is going to be bud pointing out, and the angle is going to be on the inside. Dry them out. Well, then I'm showing you guys some avocados right now. I'm showing you what Gem is capable of. Highly precocious. I have one in a sleeve holding fruit, and then I have one in a 5 holding fruit. So stay tuned for that. Hold on, airing this out a little bit. Okay. Easy. And then this one, I'm gonna want that bud again, pointing out. Easy. Opposite direction. Rest it on that notch. Take that off. Rest it on the notch. Show you. And let me go again. That works, but I don't like it. Reset. Slight reset. There. Now the whip again. First third, second third, so it's going to go from the top third to the second third. And right here I'm pressing up against it with my index. But be careful not to cut into your finger. And then push up. Create some separation so that it catches. 39 avocado varieties for Ram. Congratulations. We hope to get there. Congrats on your green gold. Your green gold. One, two. Top third down to second third. And wiggle. And there. I like it. I like that one. Again, bring it up to the edge and just slightly kick it out. Sometimes I kick out the bottom, sometimes I kick out the top. So just play with it, see how it fits best. And you could also correct the angle of the branch. There. You can kind of see it, those white lines in between it. That's how you know it's not like perfectly matched. And there it is. One. I feel like it's really going to want to flow that way because of apical dominance. Now this other one. Same thing. Bottom third, second third. So from the top to where it sits. Just make a mental reference. And start cutting down. Wiggle it up. Not too much, you'll snap it. Down here, same thing. First third, second third, from the top to the bottom. There. Now we seal. There, and we have shade. Again, these are up for grabs. Now multi-grafts. Now multi-grafts. Santa Rosas with some emerald drop. Now these ones right here, I want a heading cut, but that one's coming off and then leaving a branch on a growth coming in this direction. So it'll be this growing back into the tree, cut. And then this other one, same thing, because this one right now has height advantage. You see? So I want them all kind of even, or even below the graft. I want to favor the graft. So let's see right here. There's this nice little leaf pointing in this direction, so there. Thank you, Bird Perfect. That's a lot of avocados. Also, that multi-graft is looking real good. Thank you. Appreciate it. And then now just dropping the label back on. So yeah, these two multi-grafts up for grabs. Next up is the Gwen. That's Gwen. And let me show you the power of Gwen. Check out that little BB. And a sleeve. Highly precocious. So I'm only further trying to amplify that by breeding it with another highly precocious one. If you just got, so the 5, if you got it from the nursery, it's time. Because at the nursery, they'll sell it to you for like either ready to plant or up pot. But a 5 can go into the ground. That might not be something that you're ready for. But ideally, you'd want to put it in a pot, in the ground. If you can't do a 5, then drop it in a, I like something wider. So I would go like squat 10 or squat 15. So yeah, check it out. Highly precocious. Gwen really wants to go. Gwen is pretty much the foundation, the breeding foundation of the UC Riverside program. Off of Gwen, let me show you. Off of Gwen, we got, I think it was first Lamb. Yeah, Lamb was first introduced. Then Gem, and then as of last year, the BL516 Luna. Under development, it was Marvelous. Yeah, you could see, if you pull it from the can, you could see. So that's a Gwen in a sleeve. Check it out. And then this one's via 4-wind growers. 4-wind growers, and then let me show you this other big Gwen. Gwen in a 5. This is Gwen in a 5. Let me pan out, look, side by side. Long planter sleeve, Gwen in a 5. And this one's via Menlo growers. And again, let me see, yeah. Pull it. If you're in doubt, just pull it from the liner, from the can, and check one time. But yeah, I've counted easily well over 10. And let me show you. Right here's one. So Gwen, highly precocious. The only thing you want to watch Gwen for, I've heard from, as per customer input from the nursery, the retail nursery that I work at, San Lorenzo Garden Center. I get more right there. Right here. Even a 3rd-year in-ground. Even a 3rd-year in-ground has fruit itself to death. So keep an eye on it. Keep an eye on it. This thing really wants to set fruit. And let me just keep showing you. Yeah, I already showed you that one. Just everywhere, everywhere, everywhere. And I have 2 of these. And they're both doing the same. Oh, right here. More right here. And another one right here. But yeah, that's Gwen. Highly recommended. Invest with Con. Just subscribe. Appreciate the support. Blue Fern, how's the gem? How's the gem? All right, now we're gonna get into the gems. Let me show you a couple of things. It has like the growing ground tags, so it gives us insight as to like a precise insight as like how old they are. Let me switch it up. Yep. Mine had so much fruit on branch that it broke. Yeah. Gem, highly precocious. We'll really want to set flower and fruit. So just be careful with that. Keep an eye on it. If the limbs are too heavy, either stake it up or take some of the crop off. All right, that's Gwen. And then here we have Gem. Long planter sleeve from last year. Wintered over. I bought them. I snatched them up early January. If they survive the winter, I take them. And then so that's last year versus this year. This is via 4-Wind Growers. This is what came through, is coming through in the San Lorenzo Garden Center. This is what we're getting. The next batch, I already sold the first batch. But the next delivery is going to be sometime next week, San Lorenzo Garden Center. Check it out. Avocados are going up $5 every year. Look where it's at now. Last year it was $54.99. This year is $59.99. But check it out. This is what I wanted to show you. Gem. 2 Jabali and whoever signed off on it. I don't know if this is the ranch or the grow tunnel. Your gem's doing good. Congrats, Blue Fern. So Jabali, and then check out the date. It's a baby, dude. 9/28/2023. So it's young. And then these available again. These are gonna already come up potted into 5 at the next delivery. The next delivery they're gonna be up potted into the 5s for the same price, $59.99. And now this one in a 5 already, but check it out. Same height. And look, only a day apart. 9/29/2023. But this one says Ciervo and signed off DB. So I'd like to know what this means. I want to know, is it the tunnel, the grow tunnel, or the location, the ranch? Is that Everdy or Laverne? I don't know. So this is from Capulin. This is via Capulin. This was $35. So $35 in Watsonville, 15 miles south. 15 miles south of Santa Cruz. I'm in Santa Cruz, but I was born in Watsonville. So I'll go to Watsonville any day. And I like to support Capulin Nursery, Pablo Jr., Pablo Sr., Pablo Jr. They're good people. These arrived in the orange sleeves. He hasn't revealed his source, nor am I gonna press him for it, but these came in the orange grafting sleeve, and he up potted 1,000 of them. Not 1,000 gems, but 1,000 mixed, like just all the varieties: Carmen, Lamb, Reed, Little Cotto, Mexicola, Jam, all the commercial varieties. He had 1,000 orange grafting sleeves that he up potted into 5s. $35. People would say like, oh, but it's mulch. I'm not too scared of this. I'm not. I'll put some garden foss. Garden foss or Fosmac. I forget what it is. I always get it confused. But I'll spray with that fungicide for root rot. So I know there's a big debate like, oh, it needs to be mineral. And I know they do perform well in mineral. I would prefer mineral. But I'm not too scared of that. Like, most of the stuff coming through will be in that. These aren't the droids you're looking for. Shout out to these aren't the droids you're looking for. But yeah, once again, look, check it out. 9/29/23. let's just call it the 10th month, because it's at the end of it. So from October to November, that's 1 month, then December, and then the 5 months. So this is like 7 months, both of these. Gem 2 Javali 920 92823, signed off, initialed by AL. And then 35, this is gonna, that one right down, long planter sleeve, that's retail. San Lorenzo Garden is a retail nursery. This is close to like some growing ground stuff, because this is only $35. Move along. Yeah, well, that's it. That's pretty much it. Sorry. Yeah, I dragged it on way too much. But yeah, then I'll show you. The gem does have fruit right here. And I'm just leaving it at that. So the gem also will hold. I'm not going to leave that, but you can see. And I like proven trees. I like trees that are known to produce. And then one last thing, I've been telling people about the gem avocado fruit giveaway. And then I spoke to Will Brokaw's crew down in Watsonville, and he says they're prioritizing the Hass. They're gonna push the Hass. So the gem's been delayed. And that's gonna be it. Just a quick little one. Just show you guys some insight. Share this insight knowledge of how old these trees are. That's pretty much it. Thank you everyone for watching. Have a good one. I'm gonna be planning 2 more next week. 2 more next week. 2 for Friday, I think. And then I'm gonna probably line up a third. What's my favorite variety? I'm a gem baby. So I worked with Will Brokaw, and I ran the gem through the sorting sizing machine, and I was just impressed by the gem. Again, I've said this before, 85 to 90% of it went premium. Very little of it was second grade, which is what they call guac. Guac is not presented to the customer. It just gets processed. It gets sold to restaurants. So the restaurants are going to process it into guacamole or cut it up. You're not even going to see any of the skin damage or the cosmetically challenged. You're not going to see any of the cosmetic challenges. Oh, okay, yeah. And then so, yeah. So we would run it. We'd get the fruit hauls on Wednesday. Fruit hauls from Santa Paula to Watsonville. And then the next day, I would unload it. Then the next day, we're running it through the sizing and sorting machine. And then not only does everything pull premium, but it goes huge, colossal, extra large, large. It goes bigger. And then when we switch over to run Hass, it was like 60 to 65% of it was premium. And so therefore 35 to 40% of it went second grade. So that's almost half. But again, Hass is still king. Hass is still king. But at what cost? A big tree, not ideal for us home growers, and it doesn't do a very good job at protecting its crop. It doesn't do a very good job of protecting its crop. It'll dangle it on the outside. And the gem, when it's loaded, it's tucked right underneath its skirts. So yeah, I'm with gem all the way. They're saying gem is replacing Hass in the growing grounds 2-to-1. So wherever there was previously one Hass, now they're placing 2 gems. 2 gems. They're saying 10 to 12 feet, upright, compact, slight reach. And then UC Riverside has the empirical data that it outperforms the Hass, I think, by 30%, if I remember correctly. Year after year, they counted fruit set and weigh final produce, and gem is Gem is next. So last time Fuerte was replaced by Haas, Haas would go on to take over the world. Michoacan, Colombia, Africa, not just South Africa, Africa in general. There's a bunch of Haas projects in Africa. Where else? Australia, Israel, everywhere really. And now it's Gem's turn. Now it's Gem's turn. Now they're saying Gem is replacing Haas in California. So again, last time Haas replaced Fuerte, Haas would go on to take over the world. And now I'm saying that it's Gem's turn. It's Gem's turn or Gwen. Yeah, and that's where I want to be. So I have 4 going out to Pakistan. I have some going out to Mexico. For sure, I'm taking it to Mexico. It's easy. You just need a cytosanitation inspection. I spoke to the los agentes de la aduana. So custom agent. I spoke to a custom agent in Mexico when I went this year in February. I asked him, hey, what do you need to bring in a fruit tree? And he said cytosanitation inspection. So that's easy. When you purchase more than 20 trees, when you're moving more than 23 trees, you need that anyways. So it's Gem. I'm saying it's Gem's turn. I'm saying it's Gem's turn, and then we're breeding. We're breeding. There's good news. There's been good news on YouTube about seedlings performing well, and we're gonna see what we get. I'm pairing Gem with Carmen, Gem with its mom, Gem with Green Gold, Gem with Stewart. Just see what comes out. So yeah, thank you everybody for watching. Go out and get a gem if you can. Once again, these are going to be available. I want to say ETA is Thursday. Thursday via 4-Wind Growers. They're going to arrive in San Lorenzo Garden Center in Santa Cruz. And these in a 5 are already available at Capulin Nursery in Watsonville. Thank you everybody for watching. 17 people strong, 5 likes. Thank you. You ship online? No, I don't. No, I don't. But go ahead and order from 4-Wind Growers. 4windgrowers.com. 4windgrowers.com. That you're gonna get a sleeve. And I think if you order 3, you save on shipping. So 4-Wind Growers. One thing, I planted several long planter sleeves. I didn't kill any, but you know how I do it. I fluff it up. I add sand or DG, make it nice and easy for the tree roots to penetrate. A lot of people put down long planter sleeves, and the results weren't great. They killed them. But again, they're not mulching. They're just doing potting soil, the easy way out. And I tell them, go compost free, add some sand, and it's just too much. They just want the easy way out, but that doesn't always work. Watch my long format videos and you'll see how I plant. I do a lot of mineral in hole and no compost. Again, that already has compost. Yeah, compost free is the way for sure. Again, but that already has compost. But I'm gonna deal with it. I'm gonna spray. But compost free, mineral. And then I've been to the growing grounds. The growing grounds in Fallbrook, they're like in rocks. They're on a hill, on a slope, and rocky. The Central Valley, where you at, Alex Saldaña? Fresno? In the Central Valley, or up north? They don't make it up north, or they trickle very, very, very slow. But again, come down to Watsonville. Come down to Watsonville, or come down to Santa Cruz. I'm in San Lorenzo Garden Center on the weekends. Give me a call, leave a message. Corcoran. Corcoran. Come out to Santa Cruz, bro. When you come to the boardwalk this summer, come get yourself a gem. You could call and place a hold. Call and place a hold. A hold will be active for 2 weeks at San Lorenzo Garden Center. Call and place a hold for sure. Yeah. So again, I'm hyping up jam because I've worked with it. I believe in it. And I like the fruit. It's pretty. Thank you for the thumbs up, Alex. Hopefully you get your gem. Maybe grab a Gwen too. All right. Thank you, everyone. Have a good night. Thank you.